Okay, I think it's on. It's on and popping. It's on and popping. Walter, I think so. I believe so. I believe that we're feeding through to the folks out there. In the meanwhile, while we're about to do that, you guys know what I'm gonna say. Go to hankstrange.com, sign up for the email list. You can also go to Ballistic Ink, the Hank Strange store, and get this classic. It's now a classic, Walter. The classic gun nerd
I
shirt.
know.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's a classic.
if he keeps saying it, they'll believe it.
Yeah, it's a classic gun nerd. I haven't got. I have to order in the new. There is a new gun nerd shirt out there. I have to order that in. But anyway, go to hankstrange.com. Sign up for the email list. We've got links. Lola throws up all kinds of deals over there. You can find out how to support us in all the different ways. So go check that out. Of course, go check out Safety Harbor Firearms. If you got your Trump money, you wanna throw down on some American-made steel that
Yeah,
slims.
you
50
want to
cal.
build some stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Check out Safety Harbor Firearms. All right, so let's see here. We are about to jump into the show. It's Friday. Of course, the show is brought to us by Safety Harbor Firearms.
Oh, well,
Walter.
thank you.
So there you go. Absolutely. What are you eating today? Let's start that off here for the folks out there.
I put my
Do you have
headphones
any,
on.
what are those noodles? Dumplings? What are you up to?
Dumplings, yeah.
Dumplings. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. And for
Yeah.
anyone, let me just, because I know, Walter, this is always a thing. This is
Yeah.
always a thing. People like, oh my God, someone's eating, which I don't understand why people have a problem with that. You go out to restaurants and you talk to your buddies while they're eating. I don't get it. So somehow it's YouTube etiquette. Walter is coming to do this show usually after work. Who knows what he was up to today? I think he's playing hooky today. But, you
We can
know,
talk about
yeah, we'll talk about it here in a second. But he comes to do the show, and it's either do the show or have dinner with his family and not have to do all this. So we appreciate it. Most of the folks out there appreciate it. You know what it is, Walt? Some people like arguing with you.
some people like confrontation. I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. They
I
just want to
know, I
have
know. I
something.
mean, the internet is full of confronters.
Yeah,
So to
and you
speak.
know what? When we had Big Mo, a barbecue chef extraordinaire, pit master, master of the beefs and the porks and the chickens and all that. You know what?
Brisket,
Yeah,
brisket.
brisket. People were complaining. Someone complained. They were like, "Oh, you can't have anyone on your show that's not eating." I was like, "What? What is wrong with you people?"
What? Uh, I was all ready to come on the show last night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my attendance, but I had to finish putting my washing machine back together.
Mm-hmm.
Which we did. And at about 7:15, I could have jumped in, but I saw you had Rod Mills, you had yourself, you
Yeah,
had
and we had Richard from BWE,
yeah,
which,
yeah, and I'm
like I said, is a worse version of you. You did we do you and Richard at the same time?
No, I've never been on the same
Oh
time.
my God, that show, forget about it. YouTube will permanently shut us down.
I don't know. Maybe.
That will be
Maybe.
that will be how we end the end of all things around here. No, we should do
The
that. That'll
final
be fun.
blackout. The final
Yeah.
blackout.
That'll be fun because you guys are, I don't know, man. I'm not sure who's. Sometimes, you catch Richard in the wrong. He was pretty cool yesterday. But
Yeah.
you catch him in the wrong,
Mood?
zero F's mood.
Oh.
Where he has zero F's to give. Yeah. So, same thing with you. Sometimes I catch you in a bad
Yeah.
mood, man. You're on
It
a
just
war
depends
path.
what's going on. There's some certain subjects that just get me
Riled
freaking
up.
excited.
So listen, we're not doing the right thing here. We're supposed to do the jazz hands. Let's do the jazz hands for all the folks out there. I hope you guys and girls out there have your big girl panties on. Friday panties. Friday panties. We really need to do a line of big girl panties, Walter. I think I should put you in charge of this project.
Oh,
Big girl
Um,
panties.
well,
I think you could do this, Walt.
I don't think I'd probably go in the direction that you want to see Brigo painted good.
No, we can take. I trust you. I trust you. We can do the big girl panties thing. But I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. It's episode 562 of the Who Moved My Free. 562. Just think about that for a second.
I think about
Go
I
ahead.
think about it all the time, and I'm going, he's done this 500 times. It's like I've probably done it
At least half that.
300 times.
Yeah.
No, well, yeah, whatever. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So think about that. 562 is what? 1,124 hours at least?
Wow.
That's just so much awesome out there. We
Isn't
are
there the
ruining the world.
Isn't there something about, if you do the same thing over and over, or like some kind of mental illness thing? What is that people say,
Yeah, there is something about that. You know what? Actually, I'll pull up some stats. Of course, the guest is Walther Keller of Safety Harbor Firearms, and myself. I'm going to pull up some stats right here. Let me see if I could pull up some stats about lifestyles. This is lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded for all you guys out there. Smash the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel here. Subscribe to the channel. As a matter of fact,
before we forget, today's a very important day.
Okay.
If you're into history, today is VE Day, Victory in Europe.
VE Day, yeah.
Yeah.
Way
So not so much celebrated here too much, I don't think, because people are just
because we don't recognize royalty. And we don't recognize England
because
too much, but we had something to do with VE Day, so.
Well, yeah, we kind of did, yeah.
Yeah.
But our homes weren't being bombed, so that's probably why they probably don't. But anyways, yeah, over in England and stuff, it's a bigger event. So
yeah, absolutely. You know what I keep forgetting to do? Can't remember the last time I did this. I haven't hit this open button right there.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange
For some reason, I have a whole button thing over here, and I don't press the button, Walter, and I keep forgetting that. So yes, we just did that. Shout out to everyone in the chat. I see Clover Tack out there. Shout out to Clover Tack. He says at a rate of like 10 cents an hour in ad revenue, Hank is making bank. Sure. I can hit you guys with some stats. I can't actually show you the stats because that's technically against YouTube rules. I don't know if you know that. You're not supposed to like talk about that. I heard. I don't know. That could be a rumor. Could be fake news. Could be. Fake
talk
news.
About your earnings.
There's some things from YouTube. I guess they don't supposed to not go out there. But I'll tell you something. Every 28 days on this channel, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded, that you should all be subscribed to and rung the bell on. Okay, shout out to Richard Monder out there as well. I see Richard Monder and all. We'll give some shout outs here in a second if folks want a shout out. So on this channel, every 28 days, people watch 361,000 minutes. 361,000 minutes. We will have to divide that to see how many hours that is.
I'm working on it right now.
Yeah, so it's over 12,000 views. There you go. It's not bad. We get a couple of subscribers. We get at least, I don't know, like 10 subscribers. And if we make $100, we're lucky.
Okay, so, that's 6,016 hours.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's on my old school math thing. I guess that's what
let me see. 361. Hold on, I'll do a quick thing.
Oh, maybe I
361. Put a couple of zeros on it. Divided by 60. Yeah, 6,016 hours.
0.66667.
Yeah.
What I got, yeah.
And I think if you divide that by, let's say we divide it by 24, that's like 250 days.
Wow.
So if there was one human being out there that was addicted to this show, it would take him 250 days of his life to watch this. And if you're that human being, let us know. But you're going to have to prove it. We're going to have to see time-lapse video or something of you watching that. 250 days. I mean, what do we got? We got 365 days in a year. So that guy takes, that one guy is taking a vacation every now and then. He gets some good days off. But yeah, man, we've put in definitely a lot of hours, a lot of entertainment here. And we appreciate everyone that tunes in, hangs out with us, watches all the entertainment.
If one likes to call it that, yes.
Yeah. Lola is not here right now. She's out running around doing chores and stuff like that. She wants me to remind everyone, though, that in the description of this video, as well as in the chat, there's a link that you can go to. You can check out Lola's deals. Lola was off today, Walt. I was telling you this behind the scenes. And since it's me and Walter, we're going to talk about whatever we want to and whatever you guys want to.
Right.
Can we do that today? We could do that. It's Friday.
Free for all.
Yeah. So Lola was off today, and usually when Lola's working, she wakes up early, and that's what wakes me up. But when Lola is off, apparently it's a crime to wake her up.
Well,
So, so
have you? I know sometimes when I'm like, oh, like tomorrow's Saturday, so I don't have to get up, right?
yeah.
So I'll stay up. I won't stay up late. Well, I'll stay up whatever.
Right.
So I'm thinking, oh man, I don't have to get up if I don't want to. Well, I always wake up.
Yeah, I think you seem to me, and we're the same sign if that means anything, but you seem to me like the guy that gets up with the sun. Or before that.
My clock is set for 7 every morning. I always wake up before 7, and I wake up sometimes 1 minute before 7.
Wow.
Just enough to turn off the alarm clock.
Oh, so do you need an alarm clock? I find I don't need one.
Not
I actually don't need
necessarily, no.
one.
I could probably get up most days with
Yeah.
probably a half an hour earlier than normal. And
Yeah, I have this weird thing. Let's say I get up every day at 7 or something, right?
Right.
I usually get up whenever Lola gets up, but if she's off, I get up first. But let's say I usually get up at 7, but for some reason in my brain, I decide tomorrow I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's all it takes. I don't need an alarm. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I have a tendency that if I need to get up to go on a road trip and get up at 4,
Yeah.
for some reason or other, I'll pop up at 3:30.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, come on, another half an hour.
Yeah. So,
No.
so Lola gets mad at me if I wake her up. So that was my first crime today.
Well.
That was the first time I got in trouble today. Then, I guess she had some kind of dentist appointment. So, like I was trying to explain to you, we got into discussions, which discussions between me and Lola look more like arguments. I think, you've seen some of these.
Yeah.
You must have seen some of these. So we got into this discussion, I'm gonna call it, and then she missed her appointment. So then she decided she wanted to play hooky, no show, no nothing. She wanted to come up and hang out with you guys. And I vetoed that. I was like, nope, not gonna happen.
All right, so
We're gonna go in for the people, Walter. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
yeah,
I'm here for the folks out there.
for the peeps.
Yeah, for the people. So buy a patch or something like that,
Yeah.
Because I came in here for you guys, so
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Can I tell them what I did today?
Yes, you did some fun stuff actually. That's why maybe she wanted to come hang out with you guys.
We went and met Will from
Bear Creek Cattle.
Bear Creek Cattle Company. He was driving down to Brooksville, which is about an hour north of my house.
Yeah, I'm throwing up while you're talking. I'm throwing up Safety Harbor's Instagram.
Ah.
Yeah.
So
Look at this sexy horse.
He purchased a couple Belgian Ardennais draft horses.
These are good-looking horses, actually.
Oh yeah, and the gray horse that he's standing next to, just a sweet, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big, like some people like all over them, like, and I'm like, I kind of let them, I've seen horses bite people, and I've seen horses do weird. I've seen horses do weird stuff, but
yeah.
So I just let her come up and just nudge me and bump into me, and then we have a little,
Yeah, this is cool though. This looks like a cool horse. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're definitely a cool.
How many horses like that does Will have?
Well, he told me he used to have some horses similar to that that he used to use on his property. Then he sold them when he got into the cattle business. But of that breed of horse, there's only 14 in the U.S. that are certified, like real Ardennais. They're not like a mix or anything like that. So
okay,
it's kind of a rare horse in the U.S. right now.
So he's getting back into that or something like that.
It seems like he is, because he's having those. These are 2 girl horses, 2 mares, and he's on the way back to his house. He's stopping by a place in Georgia where they're going to be. They're going to have a relationship.
Oh, I see. With
a male horse.
Yeah, nothing further needs to be said. I understand, sir.
Right.
I get it.
Then he's going to bring them back home, and I guess the gestation period's about 1 year. He said about 12 months.
Okay.
And then he might have two little.
Oh, the babies of those things have got to be cute.
Yeah,
those have got to be some cute babies there. Clover Tack says if you ain't fighting, you ain't loving. So there you go. And Chris from Kentucky says there's a guy in Tampa, shade tree surgeon. Be cool if we had him on. Shade tree. Why have I heard that before? I've heard that.
Shade tree surgeon.
Yeah,
what does he do?
I'm trying to. Okay, tell us what that guy does so that we could. Because that sounds. That sounds somewhat familiar to me, shade tree surgeon, but And Len Holt wants to know if the horses have papers.
Papers? Yes.
Yeah.
They were imported. One was imported from Belgium, and the other one's imported from Luxembourg. They are certified. Over in Europe, they're really a pain in the ass for all that stuff. The certifications and the bloodlines and all the amount of percentage of originality that can be considered original.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are definitely
Okay.
certified.
Yeah. Chris from Kentucky says he's a moto vlogger. Yeah, I thought so. Car guy. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen that YouTube channel.
What is it?
Shade Tree Surgeon.
What is it? What is this? What is he?
Well, in my brain, I thought it was a car guy, but I'm assuming I've heard that before. That would be cool. I don't know what. Remind us what kind of cars he gets into here, and we will check it out.
Oh, okay. Shade Tree. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Richard Maunder says, "Are they for barbecue?" And I think he's talking about the horses. No.
Negative.
No, those
No,
aren't.
I can tell you a horse meat story if you want to hear one.
Yeah.
And it's when we went to France in 2014 for the D-Day celebrations.
Yeah.
One afternoon we go to the French grocery store to buy some steak to cook on the grill in the campground. And I go in there, looking around. I can't read French, I'm looking.
You can't read French. It's easy. Suzy-vous soleil. Ah oui, oui.
So, well, over in France. Well, anyway, so we see the red meat. I said that's not too bad price. Bought some packages of meat.
Yeah.
Get back. We're cooking it up.
They do this in France. They also eat frogs.
Well, one of the Brits goes, "Is that?" And I'm like, I don't know. And then I thought, it could be.
Could be, yeah. Did it say it? Was there a symbol of a horse on
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Yeah.
It was all right. We ate it. It was fine. So,
okay. I know they also have snails or escargot.
Escargot is good when it's cooked right.
Lola likes escargot, but I'm not. No, I don't think so. No. No, she's into an African version of that, which is terrible. I gotta tell you that.
I don't know.
Yeah, she had. I remember one time that her brother or something came to visit us when we were living in New York, and I I think I was living in Jersey, but I had to drive into the Bronx in New York to get these dried snails, and they cooked up something. And I told Lola after that, it smelled so terrible. I was like, listen, just take all those pots and throw them out, because I'm not eating anything. Those pots are considered tainted by me right now. So,
speaking of that, there's these mushrooms called shiitake mushrooms.
Yeah.
And they had them at Costco one time. They're like dry mushrooms, right? I don't like mushrooms normally. I said, let's try some of those. Get some of those things.
Shiitakes, those are big, right? I think I've seen them at.
But when you rehydrate them and try to cook them, it smells like something died.
Yeah. I don't like mushrooms anyway. Mushrooms are no good for you. Yeah. Mushrooms don't dissolve. Huh?
My mother-in-law was cooking those shiitake mushrooms over at her place when we were in New Orleans. I'm like, oh my God, this thing's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're good. They're good.
No, I don't believe in. I'm not going to eat something that smells bad when you're cooking it. That's my personal. That's my opinion. I'm sure people will say, "Oh, this tastes great," but it smells bad when you're cooking it. But that is all part of the ambiance, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to cooking. So, let's.
So, in addition to meeting up with Will when he was picking up his horses, he also gave me some Bear Creek.
Oh, some meat.
Bear Creek. I'm sorry, but I keep thinking Bear Creek Arsenal. I can't get that out of my head.
Bear Creek Cattle Company. It messes me up too. I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Some steak.
Yeah, I think we should call it BCC. Bear Creek Cattle. Yeah, basically BCCCCCCC. Yeah, that's what it is.
So I came home with 8 steaks.
Oh, okay.
Some T-bone and some ribeye.
Are some of those for me?
It's funny.
I hope so.
Speaking of that, he was sitting there and I go, well, how much is there was a cooler with some steak in there and ice, and I said, well, how much is mine? And he pulled out a couple of them because he had to give them to somebody else, and he's like, these are for you and for Hank, and I'm like,
oh, okay, so we got to split.
Really? Oh, look at that! She brought me 2.
Oh, hold on a second. Let's show the meats here. Oh, that looks good.
Oh, Oh, look at the meat.
Yeah, his stuff is good, man. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that
That looks
marbling in that
delicious.
meat, man.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
that marbling. Yeah.
Yeah, nice fat.
So,
There you go.
yeah, well, these are gonna be
All the
good.
way through. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'd
That
be
looks
eating steak
delicious.
right now if it wasn't for this damn podcast.
My apologies.
In the meantime, I'm munching on some dumplings.
Dumplings.
You can't be rushed when you're cooking steak like that.
Yeah, they say you are what you eat. So either you're a dumpling or you're
I'm a
be
dumpling.
a cow. I would rather be a cow. Thank you very much. I would rather be a cow if I had to be something. Okay, Shade Tree Mechanic is an old show, CB says. Brian Quick, I think it's... Yeah, there you go. Someone asked if you ever had a horse burger. But Brian Quick says Shade Tree Mechanic was a car repair show in the 90s. Yeah, I thought I heard about that before. Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't on PBS or something, was it?
Yeah. It might have. Was it? It's just in the back of my mind. That whole thing is in the back of my mind. That whole name. So could have been on PBS. Yeah.
Rodney Brady in the chat says shiitakes are great. I don't know, man. The shiitakes I had, that SHT part in shiitake, that's what they were.
Yeah.
SHIT.
Exactly. I agree with you on that one. Let's see. Razor JB says, I import dogs and semen from Europe, and it's expensive. However, horses are another level. The amount of money just in semen breeding and storage will make you cry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is all information I didn't need to know.
Well, I mean,
I understand this is all part of the whole breeding. So,
yeah,
Razor JB raises dogs and stuff? I didn't even know that. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I see he's got some dogs in his icon. Go ahead.
The woman that he bought the horses from actually had a male there, a stallion, but she said the stallion's sperm count was low. So you know.
I wonder
and
if
you can use your imagination how they test that.
I don't want to know. Actually, I don't want to know.
I think that was a Dirty Jobs episode where he went to the racetrack where they do that for the racehorses and they actually extract the spermies.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like kind of a pocket, thingy. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah. So Chris from Kentucky says he was talking about a guy in Tampa, two completely different things. He has a YouTube channel. Okay, we need to look into that, and if you have some info, send it on to us. We'll definitely look into it. And if anyone needs a shout out, this will be a good day to just say, "Hey, give me a shout out." We'll give you a shout out in here. Brian Quick says the Lamborghini mascot is a bull. Yes, that's true.
Yep, that's true.
Right. This is true. The Ferrari one is a horse.
Like a prancing pony.
Yeah. Ford is also a horse, right? No, is Ford a horse?
Ford?
Just the Mustang is a horse. The Mustang is a horse.
Yeah.
Ford is just the Ford thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see. Like I said, if you need if you'd like a shout out or something, let us know. We probably have a bunch of things we'll jump into here, and we'll get into it. Thanks to Will Beatty, by the way, for sending us some much needed in these times meat. We appreciate that.
I didn't realize, he's on that. I forget which channel it is.
He's on Shop HQ.
Yeah. Oh, he's got his own cooks and the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Did you see where we had Big Mo Kaysen on the show this week?
I did.
Yeah. You guys,
I didn't see it all.
Seen it, you should watch that. Yeah. That was a good show.
Yeah. I missed the part when he was talking about how he's selling his meat now, but that didn't sound good. But
yeah, who was this? Who was selling his meat? Mo?
No, I mean
Will.
Will.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he's telling me about it. He's got it going on,
Yeah. The best way, if you want to get meat from Bear Creek Cattle Company, by the way, go to bearcreekcattlecompany.com, and in the menu you'll see there's a how to purchase from us, and there's a bunch of different things in there. I think that Will was saying that you can get the best deals when he's on Shop HQ.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if they're doing Shop HQ right now with everything going on, because there is this run of meat going on. Have you seen that out there?
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't seen it in person, but we were talking about that too. Mm-hmm. I guess right now on the Shop HQ thing, they're just doing basically ground beef or ground meat. I'm not trying to think, trying to keep it simple. So.
Yeah, we can always have him come in. So John Voorhees, shout out to you. He says he wants a shout out. Shout out to John Voorhees. There you go. Shout outs all around.
And then we talked some guns and
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
All Thumb says I work for FedEx and we transport a lot of horse semen for racing horse breeding.
Yep. Big money.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that is
Yep.
Let's see what else. American Freedom Outdoors says, is a binary trigger worth it? What do you say to that one, Walt?
Well,
binary trigger. We've done a few. We've done a few.
Yeah. I mean, if you're never gonna have the opportunity to do full auto, and semi's not fast enough for you.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I think. So here's my thing on it. It depends. It depends what purpose you want it for. If you want it for, there are some defensive reasons, I guess, you can use it for, like double tapping more so than, But to be honest with you, with an AR, you could shoot, like I could shoot pretty fast with an AR, especially if it's got a nice trigger and stuff like that. But I would say, like, to me, they're the most fun in 22s because that's affordable. But if you're gonna be banging out, like, there's some expensive stuff out there. So if you're putting it in like a 300 blackout or something else that's really expensive, and you got the money like that, and it's just fun for you or whatever, listen, fun guns, there's nothing wrong with them. So we have fun guns. I've got fun guns. Walter has the real fun guns.
I mean, if you can afford to put the ammo in it and shoot away, then go for it. And it's not like having a big V8 powered muscle car. It sucks a lot of fuel. If you can afford the fuel, then go have fun.
And what are you doing? What are typically guys doing with those, like, especially American muscle cars, right? That's for just burning out the tires. You got the money to burn out the tires? Burn out the tires.
Or trying to impress the girls or something. You know what I'm saying?
Or sometimes it's like a lot of guys just cruise in those bad boys. Yeah. But it's that nice grumble or whatever. So I think, for me, the most practical ones, if you want to know, because I know you're saying, is it worth it? I know they're more expensive, and I think that they're worth the money based on the fact that it's not so easy to get machine guns, but they're not machine guns. So it's not, I would say it's not really a replacement for machine guns, but you can shoot fast. And if you're thinking about a practical thing where you're going to need a machine gun, what do we typically see these guys use machine guns for, right? Suppressive fire or something like that, I guess. So it's going to be more useful for you. I feel, unless you're looking for that, it's going to be more useful in something that's either fun or affordable. So like 22 is real fun and affordable. 9mm, it's cool too. You could double tap. I think something like that will be cool in like PSA, that AKV that PSA has. That might.
You don't need anything for that besides a nice finger.
Yeah, that's true.
That thing runs so easy, man. The first time I heard it double tap. Or somebody did that was they weren't even trying, they were just shooting. But I guess he let the trigger, I don't know what he did, he goes ba-dup, and I'm like, is there something wrong with that? And you said you might have to send that back. And it's like, man, then you watch these videos and people, it's like bump fire, and you get
yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah, it's easy. I've seen did I post I know I threw up videos, I think, on Instagram of Opt Out of Gun Control bump firing those bad boys. He's pretty. I'm not good at bump firing, by the way. So I think if you're not and you want to do that, then a binary is good. I think if it's for fun, it's good.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're gonna need suppressive fire for some reason, it's good. Remember, it's selectable. You don't have to. You could take it off. All those kinds of different things depending on which one you're getting. But it's going to be more expensive. So trigger is going to be more expensive, and then it's going to be more expensive for ammo for you to shoot those things. So you just really need to...
I could consider.
Yeah. Brian Quick says 22 LR with binary seems the most reasonable. And John Crump says he saw a demon. The Dodge Demon, I'm sure he's talking about. I don't know if he's actually seeing demons, because then either he needs a priest for an exorcism or
some medicine.
Yeah, there you go. Chris from Kentucky says Mac is a bump fire master. Yeah, can you bump fire, Walter? Because I'm not good at that.
I did a little bit with the, with the AKV, it's really easy, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done it a whole lot with much else because
Mm-hmm.
if I need to bump fire the AR, I just bump fire the imps.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the fun switch on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it all depends. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if that's a good answer. If like, I forgot who even asked that question at this point, but that's my take on that.
And make sure it's legal wherever you.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing.
I know
Technically not legal in some
it does.
places.
I know it doesn't matter, and everything should be legal, but you hate to be the example. So
Right, unless you wanna help with a unless you want to help with a case, which some people want to do.
I guess. Or you want to be an example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Walt, here's some news. We just walked our way into some news. I'll throw this up on the screen here. Utah gun lobbyist loses his appeal to block the bump stocks, the ban on bump stocks. Utah gun lobbyist Clark. Go ahead.
He was fighting it and he lost his appeal.
Yeah. Utah gun lobbyist Clark Aposian lost his latest bid to temporarily block the Trump administration's ban on the gun accessory known as bump stocks, but his attorneys have promised they'll continue fighting the case. Gun owners last year were supposed to give up or destroy the accessory, which makes a semi-automatic weapon fire in quick bursts like a machine gun, after the federal government banned them in response to the mass shootings in Las Vegas, where 58 died. That goes on. Aposian filed a lawsuit last January challenging the bump stock ban because it is illegal. It's basically Trump wrote an executive order. We can get pissed off and get into this again. Yeah. So yeah, but he's having a tough time. But this article says he's going to keep fighting here. Basically, if you allow any administration, not just the Trump administration, if you allow any administration to get away with this, they can make, because they made bump stocks into machine guns by executive order, and that's insanity. It doesn't work like that.
No.
You can't just. I think ultimately the Supreme Court has to take this up. I don't know if they're going to.
No, don't count on it.
Yeah.
Don't count on it. Back to the meat question.
Right.
Who was it here? Where is it at?
Is
Where'd
it
it go?
Skivvy Waiver?
Of asking about Agostino on the 8th.
Okay, he says, I looked on Shop HQ and didn't see anything other than Angustoto beef? I don't know what that is. Angustoto?
No, yeah.
Is this what you're talking about? We're talking about Bear Creek Cattle Company.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw that when you went through, but if you're looking for that, go to BearCreekCattleCompany.com. Maybe I should just pull that up here so people can see. Let me see. Shout out to Is Your Six Covered? I see him coming in the chat right now. Shout out to him. Let me see if I could just pull up Bear Creek Cattle Company for you guys. Bear Creek Cattle Company. Boom, here we go. Website, and I'll throw it on here for you all. So this is what the website looks like, guys. So this is it, and then if you look there, you'll see there's a thing that says purchase. So you click on that, and it shows Shop HQ, and then I guess there's different ways of right now. That's the best way to figure out how to buy his stuff. So I guess if you click on the Shop HQ, it takes you through to Shop HQ, and then you can scroll
can I get
down,
some drink too? And
you can see stuff in there. He's got recipes and all that kind of stuff. I don't think there's anything in there because, like Will was explaining, that the way this works is when he's on Shop HQ is the best time to do all of this. So.
Yeah. I missed all that when it was on the show.
Yeah.
But,
and right now there's a run on beef, so it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we were talking about that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
Everything he puts up for sale is gone.
Yeah.
When it goes up for sale, yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully we work through that really fast here in America. I don't know, obviously meat processors.
We will. It'll get figured out.
Yeah, meat processors very important.
You'll with his stuff, you'll get get top notch stuff. You're not getting mystery meat, so to speak. So.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting over it, you know what I heard on the radio the other day?
What?
And this is going to be another boondoggle. Like, remember when you had to go to the airport and they used a sniffer to sniff you,
Mm-hmm.
and they found out that didn't work, and then they did this, that, and the other, and that didn't work. And
Yeah.
they had 1,500 different kinds of scanners, and that didn't work.
Didn't we get sniffed at some point? Was that when we went to SEMA show? When did we get sniffed? Something we did, and we had to remember they had those dogs.
I don't remember, but I don't think I ever had any bad issues with the sniffing stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was me and you that we were leaving Vegas or something like that. Maybe it was a SEMA show, and we were leaving, and they made us go off to this line where the guy came through with the dog. Yeah, I thought that was me and you.
I can't remember.
Yeah, remember there was a guy in front of us, and he tripped his shoelaces.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
There was this. And once again, more silliness having to take your shoes off.
Right.
So
and the
he had
tripped.
He had his shoelaces undone, and this guy was an older man. Well, I say older; he's probably a little older than me, but he was a lot more rounder.
Mm-hmm.
And he tripped and busted his ass on his shoelaces.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he was nervous about the dogs. And then because you have to go through the thing and walk, and the dog walks past you and signals, I guess, if you're trying to, I don't know maybe they're looking for drugs or something. I don't know what they're looking for, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were talking about going through all that at the airport, yeah.
Well, I heard something very similar. I heard on the radio that the U.S. military wants companies to submit ideas for a wearable COVID-19 detector.
Oh, yeah, they can.
Do you imagine how much money they're going to waste on this boondoggle?
Yeah, they could. You know where they could stuff that nonsense.
Yeah, so you're going to have these guys wearing this shit, and they're going to be putting in people's butts and farting in them and everything else. Yeah. But okay.
Yeah.
How much money are they going? How many billions are they going to waste trying?
They wasted enough money. They wasted trillions already. They've wasted trillions already on this nonsense.
When I heard that, my head went like, I can't fucking believe I just heard this shit.
Yeah.
That's going to be like, I hate to say, like Obama time political payback for some of these companies, where they just give them money and they know it's going to fail. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like.
Yeah. This is another quick thing I just want to say with the question about the binary triggers, and we were just talking about bump stocks. The binary trigger is way better than the bump stocks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the bump stocks. But I think that we can't just, make them machine guns.
Well, especially after 3 times I said they weren't.
Yeah, so that's my thing. I carry my revolver in single action, says Hank. They arrested the 2 guys who killed that jogger.
Yep.
Yep, saw that. That's good. What do you think about this, Walter? You haven't been around to get in on that.
I've heard of it. I haven't watched the video. I don't know all the details.
Yeah.
I think let's leave it to the court of law.
Well, I'm thankful that there was video, because it seems like these guys were going to get away with it because they have friends and family in the local thing. And if you look at the video, that you could definitely tell it goes against their story. The video, we were talking about this yesterday, the video was actually recorded by one of their crew that was in another vehicle.
Oh, okay, that's where it came from.
And that's how the cops got all of this, and you can see that these guys drove, they stopped this guy. And I'm sure the guy was like, hey, what the hell's going on? If you're just jogging down the road and all of a sudden some dudes show up with guns and stuff like that, you might get into a struggle too. They wound up killing him, but they lied about all this. Right?
Yeah.
And it seemed like it was covered up until someone released the video.
Yeah. Well, it'll get worked out.
It'll get sorted out in the courts, and if that's exactly what happened, then they will be punished.
Right. And then, unfortunately, that's unfortunate. I mean, not that they get punished, but I mean, it's unfortunate that it all happened.
Yeah, it's unfortunate it happened, and then also I think the people in law enforcement that missed the boat,
they need to be penalized.
Yeah. And ultimately this town, for whatever reason these guys did this thing, this town is going to pay the price for this. Okay? I hope people realize this. Like, your vigilanteism that you want to get into can actually bring down your town, because there will be lawsuits. And guess what? That doesn't come from a magical place. That comes from your money if you live in this town. Yeah. So you might want to get on top of this kind of nonsense.
Exactly. Now, and speaking of that, in that same idea, the whole nonsense with chasing after Trump and the FBI and all that nonsense,
That is such a joke.
And arresting people and putting him in jail.
Right. They dropped the case against Flynn, right?
And again, they bankrupt him. Okay. So now what would you do if I was him? You know what I'd do? I'd be hiring Rabinowitz.
Yeah, sue the crap. They should be. But also, I think we should get some criminal investigations into the FBI and other people involved in that.
All those people that have been dodging the bullet.
Yeah, because if you're trying to tell me that a guy goes and serves his country, okay, as far as we know, honorably, becomes what was his thing, Major General or something?
Yeah, he was a general. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does all of this, and then you go out of your way to ruin him, and you do it because who's president?
And
yeah, you got to suffer.
And what I always find so amazing is, with all these people that do this kind of thing, they put it all on paper.
Well, yeah, because
they all make memos and they make notes and they put it on paper. It's like, if I'm not doing anything, but I'm saying if I was gonna do something with somebody.
Yeah, make a paper. Don't leave a paper trail.
I'm gonna go meet in the park someplace and sit on a bench. Now they got Gotti that way too, by the way.
Yeah, but these guys, remember, there's also electronic evidence of this too, which is impossible nowadays.
Yeah, they were very sloppy and very bold in their
we've
emails and all that stuff.
We kind of knew all of this was going on, but a lot of it is like popping up right now, and I guess we're only seeing this because Flynn really was out of money, and from what I saw, didn't want his son. They threatened him like, "Hey, we'll take your son down," and that's
the worst kind of stuff.
Yeah, we need to punish those people. And look, like I have friends at the FBI. I think if you work at the FBI, you should be ashamed, and you should make sure like this destroys the reputation of the FBI. This kind of stuff.
And those people that were in charge, and the people that are still in charge, that some were, in charge when this was going on, they need to go away. I mean, seriously, no pensions, nothing. Go away. If not thrown in jail, and nothing else, arrested in public. Cuff them, walk them on mugshots.
Yeah,
they
shouldn't have a career. They should not have a career in justice. That shouldn't happen.
When Osprey growing up, the G-man was like the man.
Yeah, that was the police of the police.
That's the guys that they're supposed to bust the bad guys.
Yeah, they watch the watchers.
You're right. They're kind of overseers, they're supposed to be.
What happened to honor? What happened to the honor that's supposed to be reflected by these guys?
These people now don't have none. So.
Yeah. It's that's shameful. That's shameful. And people should.
It's gonna come to a head, and if you're the kind of person that just don't believe, and you've been, you need to wake up, because there's these people will put anybody down the river.
There should not be this kind of politics going on in law enforcement, much less the highest level of law enforcement within the country. This should not exist.
And it boils down to they're trying to do a coup. They're trying to get the president kicked out of office. That's it's bad juju, Buana.
Can you imagine how much money we've wasted with all of that?
How long? Well, meantime, while they're jerking off in the corner, trying to do all this stuff, other things are not getting done.
There's some proper criminals out there that we're not dealing with.
Well, hello.
Yeah. You remember?
And I think, I got this feeling. I was going to say it. The whole COVID-19 and the press thing right now. They keep they're keeping the pressure up and making it into this thing. It's also to cover this news that's going on. There's a lot of news in this story going on that it's not making the front pages because of COVID-19.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of different reasons. Did you see? Let me see if I can find it. Did you see this thing that Project Veritas did about? Let me see if I could find it. They did this thing about how CBS News basically created a fake line. They were doing a story on people getting tested for the COVID-19.
Oh, and they made it like a line show.
Yeah. Where is the story? I'm trying to find. Oh, here we go. There's a whole bunch of these, but I'm going to pull up this one from Fox for you guys. If you didn't see this, Project Veritas is responsible for bringing this out. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. And I actually... what's the name of the guy that goes, oh my goodness. What's the name of that guy? Have you ever seen that guy? It's like a young, muscle-bound guy. a young like black guy who's like muscle bound, and in his thing he always goes, "Oh my goodness, what's his name?" Someone will tell me his name here. You never seen him? He is funny, Walter.
Is he? Does he post on Instagram and Facebook and stuff?
Sometimes he does Instagram, but he's on YouTube. And he's very conservative. He's a conservative young black guy, but he's a bodybuilder and all that. Amazing Lucas. Amazing Lucas.
Oh, okay.
If you guys don't watch Amazing Lucas, you probably should.
I'll have to see it.
That's where I heard about it, but it's Project Veritas. Cherry Health, CBS News accused of staging coronavirus testing site footage. Grand Rapids, Michigan, the place that we've already got a lot of problems in, right? That doesn't believe in freedom. Cherry Health and CBS News are facing accusations they staged long lines at a coronavirus drive-through testing facility for a news report. The allegations from Project Veritas says that at least one employee from Cherry Health was told by a superior to get in their car and join the line of people being tested for COVID-19. Because they were going there to do a thing of people driving up to get tested, but it was only a couple of people. So they made nurses and doctors and whoever worked at the hospital get their cars out and go on the line to make it look like it was a long line. Yeah, this happened. This happened, people. This is why we don't believe in these guys.
Well, yeah. What happened to report in the news?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, they got to make the news.
It doesn't meet the party line. That's why we don't report the news anymore. So.
Yeah, you got to manufacture the news. By the way, smash those thumbs ups out there. Smash those thumbs ups right now. Yeah. So anyway, check out. You never heard of Amazing Lucas? You would, Walter. This is your dude right here.
All right.
Amazing
just
Lucas.
give me a second here. Let me take.
You got to start. You got to start looking at Amazing Lucas.
I might have seen him.
Yeah, he cracks me up, man. He cracks me up when I watch it. You know what? If anyone knows Amazing Lucas, can we get him on the show? Because that would be awesome. You know, let's see if you know him or whatever. I'm not sure where he is, if he's in California or where he's at, but he's funny. So, yeah, fake news, people. That fake news thing's real. Fake news.
Well, you know, it's almost sad that the networks they play right into it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they make fake news.
If you're a reporter and you show up to do this story and there's not a lot of people, guess what is the story? There's not a lot of people getting tested.
You know, here
that's the story. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's news.
But that doesn't go to the party line.
Yeah. No, you got to make it look like it's a
pandemic.
Yeah, everyone's good. Have you heard about the plandemic? The plandemic video that's going. Even I don't even want to say it because we'll get in trouble. Because YouTube and Facebook have been scrubbing all knowledge of anything to do. Is this a video out there? People keep sending it to me, and then then it keeps getting deleted because they don't want it out there, and they're saying, "Oh, this is fake. This is whatever." But you know, how are we supposed to believe you? Mainstream news media when you fake stuff. How are we supposed to believe you?
And do it on a regular basis. I mean, it's like it's not like just every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm looking up Amazing Lucas. That's what I'm just.
Yeah. Let me see. So there's a couple of things going on here. I know some people are saying about this guy that because I'm a little behind right now in the chat. I know they're talking about the guy that this happened to. All this kind of stuff, like whether or not he had a record or whatever. I don't think that matters. You can't just roll up on someone and do this to them. That's not if we live in that America, we are going to go into a Holocaust. This is going to be a messed up country. We have to know where we draw the lines on what you could do. Okay, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
So. If someone's actually robbing a place and you you know, that's a different thing. Like I get all of that. Yeah. But you going after someone in the street for what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what are you doing? And I can see in that video he's not running down the street with a stereo or a TV. But even if he was? You know what I'm saying? Call the police. That's their job, not your job. What these guys did was far out of the scope of what their job is.
Okay, after a hurricane in your neighborhood and there's strange people wandering around, there's a good chance they're stealing shit, okay? After a tornado, there's looters. After hurricanes, there's looters. You know,
Some
that's
people though are a little bit too freaking nosy.
you don't you don't automatically just shoot them in the street, but just it's like I go out my street and I see somebody walking down the street that I've never seen before, white or black, it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
or anything in between,
Mhm.
and I go, "Hey, motherfucker, stop!" It's like, huh?
What are you
What's up
doing?
with that? What's
What
up
are you
with
doing?
that?
What
I
are you
would call-
doing?
that guy might pull out a 44 Magnum and blow my head off.
Yeah. So do you remember? Do you remember the verdict with Rodney King and what happened after that? Do you remember that? This
yeah,
was
that
years
whole,
ago.
yeah,
You and
yeah.
I were a lot younger men back then.
Oh, I'm older than you then.
I know, but I mean, this was a long time ago, man. I think back then I was maybe 19 or 20 years old, right? Whenever the Rodney King verdict came
Right,
out.
right.
Do you remember the riots in L.A.?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you remember?
People getting beat their head
Yeah.
in with a brick. And,
Do you remember how these black guys, young black guys that were rioting, pulled a truck driver out of his truck and beat him down?
Reginald Denny?
Yeah. When I watched that, I cried. And I was a young black guy looking at that, and I was like, "What happened? Where is this? What does this guy have to do with what happened to, Rodney King? What's happening here? How come we all of a sudden moved into a world where this could happen? If you're the kind of person that accepts that kind of stuff, then you got major problems, and the world that we're going to live in, if the rest of us start accepting that, is going to be a bad one. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying to you. That's the ultimate thing here. Now, if you're in your home and someone kicks in your door and is in the process of robbing you, you do what you need to do. Okay? I got your back. All right? And when their family wants to come protest, I will be out here saying those people are batshit crazy. They need to go away. But if any person is walking, if a white guy is jogging down the road in a black neighborhood, and those people decide to go after that guy for no reason and get into a thing with him and kill him, that's wrong. If it happens the other way around, it's
yeah,
wrong.
sure it is.
Yeah, stay out of that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Right.
That's what I think. That's what I think is important here. And obviously, the people that are responsible for law and order in that town were skipping over this until I saw today it was a lawyer that released that footage to a radio station, and they put it out. And when it got out in the world, people were like, "Oh no, you gotta take a look at this." So now we will take a look, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what comes out of that. Okay?
Yeah.
But I know those two guys got arrested, and they're getting charged with murder. And this is what happens when you decide to go after someone jogging down the street and do what the police is supposed to do, and you're not the police.
Yeah.
Okay? So.
No, you're not the police.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing. I don't, I think that's this is like a simple thing. Some people just don't know how to mind their own damn business.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Every day. I mean,
Yeah.
if I was out today and I went to the store, if somebody and people had masks on and something, if somebody started to give me a ration of shit about not having a mask, I'm gonna tell them to fuck themselves. All right? Just mind your own business, because you ain't gonna. Just because you got a mask on doesn't mean you're not.
Also, Walter, they're not even requiring it be an N95 because how's that going to be
it's silly.
fulfilled? Yeah,
But
so you can wear a cowboy mask, you can wear frickin'
I can tape a towel around my face.
Yeah, come on. It's silly. I agree it's silly. Now, do I agree with those people who were mad because they got turned away from a store? That family, this is like on the flip side. Remember there was a black family who tried to go to Family Dollar and they got turned away, and then they came back and they killed a security guard. What the hell?
They need to be publicly hung.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's just he's doing his job.
Yeah, turn around and go home. Go somewhere else. Go get a T-shirt or whatever and make a mask. Go back in the store. Go about your business.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, or don't shop there. Don't support them anymore. But to do something like that, I think there was this old dude who he was in some store and someone in the store asked him to do it, and he went and wiped his nose on their sleeve. He got arrested.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing that for?
But that should happen even when there's no COVID-19.
Right. What is that about?
That's like spitting on somebody. That's
that's a crime as far as I'm concerned. That's flogging.
Yeah.
You know how there's people who get mad and they spit on someone? No, that's
No.
That's one of the worst things you could do as a human being.
Yeah, that's
You know, but there's some people who believe in that kind of nonsense.
that's beat down time.
Yeah, yeah. That's how you can. That's how you wind up in.
That's how you handled your head on against the concrete.
Yeah. So please just be human beings. Like I went somewhere here in Gainesville. I didn't know there was that rule. They turned me away. I didn't get mad and carry on or anything like that. It's not necessary. You know.
I was at Lowe's. That's where I went today. I went to Lowe's to buy some stuff. No big deal, you know. You know, stuff.
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of companies. There's a lot of companies that are pulling back because now your people are getting hurt because of what's happening. So
I'm going to say this for you folks. A lot of people want to be a part of something. So if you put your mask on, guess what? You're a part of something.
Part of something. Yeah.
You're people feel like they're helping.
It's like a security blanket.
You can tell your grandchildren, I had to wear a mask during the pandemic.
Right.
I mean, agree with me, disagree with me, whatever, but I know people want to be a part of something.
Right, I get it. But I'm not mad when I see people wearing a mask. You know, I see people in their cars wearing a mask. I don't say,
I laugh. Oh my God, I laugh. It's like, what are you doing wearing a mask in the car? Unless you got some complicated gimmick you can't get off. And your wife had to tie it on your head, or your boyfriend had to tie it on your head. What are you wearing a mask in your car? I saw somebody walking down the sidewalk outside with a mask on. You ain't going to catch it in the wind. It ain't going to blow in on the wind. No. And tell me how all these people in New York City are catching the COVID-19 in their apartments.
Yeah, because you can't, if you're going to get this thing, you can't stop it. And maybe we just need to deal with that. And then the people who get it, we need to get them appropriate treatment and care.
Right.
And hopefully they will survive, and some of them won't. Unfortunately, it's terrible.
It's just like the flu.
Yeah.
You know? Normal flu, some people get sick, others don't.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Some people get sick bad. Some people get sick like just a couple days, and they're back in.
Yeah.
Last week.
And that'll eventually give us immunity over it. Go ahead.
Last Monday, I was like, my throat felt sore, a little bit, and I'm like, oh crap, what the hell's going on? My nose was kind of running a little bit, and I'm like, oh fuck, don't tell me I'm gonna be the COVID-19, and I'm like, but what's going on? The weather was changing too. There was a front coming through.
There's allergies.
And all that stuff.
Yeah, there's
right.
Allergies.
I don't usually get that stuff, but then it cleared up and I'm done. So it's like, I didn't get the COVID-19.
Yeah. So just be a little bit more reasonable. I'm not going to spend a bunch of time. Razor JB says Flynn is beloved amongst the ranks. I know I'm way behind, guys. I'm trying to catch up here.
Yeah, sorry
Night Train says, hey, let's discuss that half-baked mercenary caper in Venezuela.
Oh, man. I don't know too much about that, but you got to be real. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That is so funny.
I mean, you want a fast way to end up at the end of a rope? Yeah, do something like that.
Yeah. So where was it? I'm trying to find. I do have a news thing about this. So if you don't know, basically some ex-military guys. This might be a good thing to get Razor JB's take on if he's still out there. So some ex-military dudes got paid by somebody to try to roll up on Venezuela, and it was very poorly planned, and they were very poorly stocked, obviously. And then I guess they immediately gave up on the beach or whatever. Now they're hostages.
They were going to abduct Maduro or whatever. That was their plan.
I guess they were going to try to kick off a coup. I think they were at least trying to kick off a coup, right?
I don't know, man.
Let me see. Where did I put that? I did have something about this that I was going to get into here. Let me see if I can find it. So, yeah.
Oh, bad idea. Bad.
I think that, oh, here we go. So now everyone's trying to blame that on Trump, which is interesting. These dudes rolled up on their own. If this was a sanctioned military option, you wouldn't see the leader is back here in America and he's admitting that he tried to do it. If you let me give you a little hint, one-on-one on trying to run your private mercenary for hire thing. If you mess up and you do a real horrible job like this, don't admit it. How about that? Don't admit it. Don't go out there and admit it. So people, I guess they're trying to now put this on America and say that Trump did this, right? So Trump said U.S. would send an army to overthrow Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro. President Trump denied suggestions the U.S. government was behind a failed coup to overthrow Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and bring him to the U.S., saying he would invade with a large army instead if he wanted to. 2 ex-Special Forces soldiers were among dozens of people arrested over the weekend for trying to topple the socialist strongman, with Maduro accusing Trump of being the direct chief of this invasion. We have nothing to do with it. If I wanted to go into Venezuela, I wouldn't make a secret about it, Trump told Fox News and Friends on Friday, denying the dictator's charges. He said, I'd go in, and they would do nothing about it. They would roll over. He said, adding, I wouldn't send a small little group. It would be called an army.
Yeah.
Ba-boom. Ba-boom.
Yeah.
And these guys definitely were not,
No.
they're not prepared. Let me see. I'm going to try to scroll down here and see if who's...
I saw a little bit about it. I was like, oh my gosh, no, come on.
Yeah, Night Train says, I think those mercenaries were trying to kidnap Maduro, claim the reward. Yeah. You know what? Very bad idea, guys. Very bad idea. That didn't really work out for you. I'm not going... if you're going to go do something like that... Jake Delholm wants me to do it in my Trump voice. I would send an army. Basically, it would be the greatest army ever. They would just totally roll over. They would say, you're my master. I'm rolling over for you because you're the greatest ever. I don't know if that was good or not.
You have to say, but you ever notice how Trump says things about 3 times in a row?
Yeah, it's the greatest ever. It's the greatest.
Yeah. They're the best army in the world, biggest army in the world. He'd roll over.
Army.
He'd roll over. He wouldn't have a choice. He'd roll over. Yeah. It's just like
No choice.
no choice.
No choices. Yeah. We'll just go into Venezuela. We'll grab him by the what we grab him by. They'll just roll over. They wouldn't.
Roll over.
No resistance. No resistance.
An army.
Yeah, dudes, come on, man. What do we even want Venezuela for?
Well, they do have some oil. They do have that.
Okay, whatever.
But yeah, no, we need to just, unfortunately for the Venezuelan people, they're gonna have to suffer a little bit. But I think time will take care of Venezuela. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah, and you gotta, just roll over. Yeah.
Listen, Venezuelans need to fight for Venezuela. Okay?
Yeah, that's true. If they're not motivated enough to do that, then yeah.
Yeah. But I have to tell you, like, I've joked around, and by the way, if you don't know this, this is entertainment, okay? The stuff we talk about, we're into. We're gun guys, we're car guys, we are studs when we talk about
I'm
sex.
Steak guys. I like good steak.
Yeah, we eat meat.
Yeah.
But a lot of this is for entertainment purposes, and we're joking around and stuff like that. But I've discussed, like, let's say going back to Guyana and taking over. I'm not just gonna roll up in the beach in a dinghy by myself with a couple of dudes, when no one's properly trained or prepared. Come on, man, you gotta roll stronger than that. And if you just get taken over like this, oh man, that's just, I don't know.
If you want to take out Maduro or whatever his name is, all you gotta do is track his movements, find out where he's hanging out one day, and lob a cruise missile right into his that'd be an ass missile.
Yeah,
in his
ass
case.
missile him.
right up the backside, and he's done.
Yeah,
Boom.
man. We'll have the most beautiful ass missiles. We can make ass missiles like you've never seen. Our ass missiles are the best ass missiles in the world. Over the world, they ask us for our ass missiles.
We made 50,000 respirators in 2 days. We can make 5 million ass missiles in a week.
Yeah, I mean, come on. But it's true. It's true. I saw Trump talking about that today, right? That we've made so many ventilators that we're giving it to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to make the ass missiles. I'm serious about this. This technology exists. Everything we need for this exists, Walt.
Just keep saying it. Canada's going to ban your ass missile.
Did you see how Canada banned ARFCOM, AR15.com?
How do you ban? Are they China now?
I don't know.
Are they going to block the interweb so you can't? You're not going to be able to go to the inner screen and say, AR15.com, where are you?
I had to look at that. I was like, there's no way Canada put that. AR15.com on the list. Yes.
Okay. Kathy Music Lover says Hank does a better Trump. Sorry, Walter. Okay, but you're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired.
This is the most beautiful firing ever.
You're fired.
Yeah, you're totally fired. Everyone around the world, we fire people the best, better than anybody in the world. We're the
Better
best
than
firers.
Best ever.
Yeah. So here's new. Canada is, by the way, Canada batshit crazy now. These people have lost their minds, man.
Yeah, I mean, Canada. You think about Canada, man. You got what, Quebec.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Ontario area.
Mm-hmm.
You got Vancouver, Ottawa. There's like what 5 or 6 major cities in Canada, and the rest is the frickin' woods,
The boonies,
and polar bears and fish. It's like, what are those poor people out in the middle going to do?
Yeah, wasn't there? I know this is like kind of coincidental. By the way, Judd Miller says they also banned Black Rifle Coffee. Seriously?
Yeah, what is up with that?
Really? Is that for reals?
It's scary. That's why.
So
and those guys have tattoos.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, those guys are dangerous for sure. But wasn't it John Candy that was in a movie about America just invading Canada? What was that? Was that called? I think it was Canadian Bacon, right? Did you ever see that movie?
I don't think
Canadian
so.
Bacon?
I didn't see it.
Let me see. Okay, now I gotta whip out the IMDb
right now
machine.
It's movie time with Hank Strange. Stay tuned for more.
The IMDb machine gets whipped out. Hold on, let me see. I think it's Canadian Bacon. Let me see. Canadian Bacon. Boom! 1995. Yep. Canadian Bacon. Director Michael Moore.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah. It has John Candy. What's the premise? The U.S. president. Let's see. Okay. The U.S. president, low in the opinion polls, gets talked into raising his popularity by trying to start a Cold War against Canada. You've never seen this movie?
No.
Yeah, I think. Where did I see it on recently? I think it might be on Amazon Prime or something.
And what was the date on that movie?
1995.
Oh, 95. Okay.
Yeah, 95. Yeah.
Well,
Michael Moore. You know what? I forgot Michael Moore. Was he? I think he might have been in that movie. That's before he started making those crazy movies that he's making now. It has Rhea Perlman, Rip Torn.
Rip Torn. Oh my God.
Yeah, Rip Torn is in there. Jim Belushi is in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wallace Shawn. Wallace Shawn. Do you know who Wallace Shawn is?
No, it's not ringing a bell.
Yeah, Wallace Shawn is the guy here. I'm going to throw this up for the people. Wallace Shawn, his famous movie that he was in was The Princess Bride. He was the guy that says, in matters of money and murder, something like that, you have to always believe a Sicilian. something that I forgot. Okay, I'm totally butchering his line. Someone will tell me what the line was. But he had a I think I remember you saying you don't like The Princess Bride. So you probably never saw
it
that.
drives me crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kathleen Music Lover says it's a totally stupid movie.
Oh, the invading Canada thing. Yeah.
Canadian Bacon. Yeah, it is a stupid movie. I know that for sure. But
I'd have to check it out.
Maybe we should wait until they get rid of all the weapons and take over Canada. Is there anything in Canada that we need? Does Canada have like hot chicks or something like that, or what do we need from Canada, Walter? What would Canada have that America needs? Do they have something?
They have gold up in the top, and the Yukon and stuff. There's gold.
There's gold. Okay, maybe that's worth it.
I got lots of animals to shoot.
Yeah. We could take Canada. We could take them.
I'm not. Oh, look at that. I'm not. Right off the top of my head, it's not like, oh, Canada, man, they got awesome this or awesome that. I'm like,
yeah, I'm trying to think what Canada's known. They're known for Drake, so that's definitely a reason for us to. We don't need any more Drake. Oh my God. You know, I like some of. I don't know if you know who Drake is, but he's a rapper, I guess.
Sounds familiar, but
he's a rapper. I don't think he likes to be referred to as a rapper, but he's a rapper from
he's an
Canada.
Artist.
Yeah. But I like some of his stuff, and some of his stuff is just the same droning thing. So I don't
over and over and over.
Yeah, we definitely don't need that from Canada. Jake Delholm says Michael Moore, the male version of Rosie O'Donnell. So
okay, I'm not even gonna. I'm not even going to give him, Michael Moore, the.
Justin Bieber came from Canada. Jake Delholm says Justin Bieber.
Yeah, we can live
Okay,
without
this is a
that.
reason that we definitely don't need to invade Canada.
Oh,
right
Jim
here.
Carrey's from Canada.
Oh boy, this is getting worse.
Hey?
This is the whole reason why we don't need Canada, actually. Okay, forget it. We don't need Canada. We got to figure. I would rather invade Mexico, take over Mexico. At least we know they got hot chicks. There's hot chicks.
They got oil, too.
Yeah, there's definitely hot chicks from Mexico.
Canadian. There's some Canadian girls, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's some.
Everybody's got their girls, if you dig
absolutely, for sure. I'm sure Canada has.
A lot of good fishing. A lot of good hunting.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what we need from Canada. So, John Parsons says Canada has diamonds, wood, and oil shale.
Yeah, they do have all that. I knew the oil shale. All the wood you can imagine, and diamonds and gold.
Yeah.
Up north. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? Maybe we can use Canada as our penal colony. How about that? We can use Canada as our penal colony. We'll send all the criminals, all the bad guys over there, and build a wall and a moat, whatever works. And
we'll have our own little Australia right on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think what Canada is good for. I don't know. I don't know. But here's so I don't know if you saw this, Walter, but there's a bunch of weapons. So the Firearms blog has, here are some of the historic heavy weapons Canada just banned. The Japanese,
bazooka.
The Japanese Type 97 20mm anti-tank autocannon.
Everybody has those.
I mean, come on, of course.
Everybody
You gotta stop
has
the crimes
those.
that are getting committed by that. The 80mm Granatwerfer? What is that thing?
Order?
The 80mm Grana 10 Wiffer? I don't know how to pronounce it. Grana 10
is a flamethrower. Wait, hang on a second.
This looks like a rocket launcher to me.
It's Panzersch.
Your Granatin? I don't understand what that thing is.
Why? What? Yes, there are collectors out there that have stuff like this, but you're not.
What are those collectors doing to people? So now all of this is getting destroyed in Canada? This is crazy. M1A1 bazooka.
Yeah, it's a regular bazooka. Once again, we can have those here too.
M20 recoilless rifle.
Yep.
Wow, yeah. Dragon Man could not be in Canada right now. Soviet RPG 2.
Hey, hang on, hold on, just a second.
What?
Just a second.
Oh,
RPG
yeah.
2. Okay.
Yeah, and here,
I just want to make everybody know there's a hole in the tube. It's demilled.
Yeah, this is not a firearm or anything. It's just a piece of tube. That's all it is. You just
I didn't think about that. Yeah, this has been completely demilled.
Yeah.
This is safe as safe can be. Yeah. See my finger in the side of the thing right there?
Yeah. Yeah.
This does not work. This is a piece of steel tubing.
Yeah.
No.
Don't mess with us. We were just joking about Canada. That was just jokes.
Lots of good fishing and hunting up there. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Canadian whiskey. All thumbs said Canadian whiskey, really.
I guess, yeah. I mean, you don't have to go that far to get whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what really would be awesome in Canada, so I don't think so. We don't need Canada.
Hey.
Yeah, we definitely don't need Canada. Let's see, what else do the people want to talk about? Like I said already, smash the thumbs ups out there. Let us know what you want to.
Excuse me.
Did you see the thing about the Canadian cops taking down a Star Wars trooper?
Oh God, I saw that and I'm like, okay, look, how effing dumb are the Canuck police up there?
They've got this guy on his knees and all that just because he has a.
That was a girl.
Seriously, it was a girl. Yeah, you're right.
That was a girl. That wasn't even a guy. So
this is all insanity. This is all insanity.
You're gonna. Yeah. It's just so
they
like
handcuff her and go through this whole thing for what?
For nothing.
What is the deal? What is this about? What's wrong with you, Canada?
And then these people called in should be taken out and horsewhipped. Okay, so
these cops can't even be serious, man.
I don't know.
These cops can't be serious. Okay, listen, you want to talk about a real gun thing? I think here, let me see. First of all, I'm going to send you this. I'm going to send everyone this because Walter, I think we need to get one of these.
Uh-oh.
So one of us is going to have to buy this.
Uh-oh.
And I volunteer you.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah. Okay, so I just sent you a link there, and I'm going to throw this up on the screen for the people. So, launch day for the Diamondback DBX 5.7 is here. There we go. Diamondback Firearms, creator of high-quality firearms and industry-leading components, is proud to announce... By the way, this is in MLN News. Is proud to announce the launch day of the highly anticipated DBX 5.7. It uses the 5.7 magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I be very frank with you?
Oh, you don't like it?
Oh,
No, not liking it.
I mean, I don't know what there is to get all excited about.
We could use 5.7 magazines. What are you
you're
talking about? It's side charging. It's got a folding stock.
I'm just gonna think. I don't even know how much it's gonna cost, but I'm just gonna say off the top of my head, you're gonna spend $1,200 to use your AR-57 magazine.
About that. Yeah, it's about that. I don't know. I think that's cool.
I'll give them that. You know,
yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. You can use the 5.7 magazines. You know, nice little. I mean, maybe we wanted a little smaller, a little bit lighter, but you know, maybe
okay.
I would prefer an integrally suppressed barrel too. That would be really cool. Integrally suppressed barrel. No, you've got a 5.7. I know you have a 5.7 rifle, so don't tell me you
I have an AR-57 upper. Yes, I do.
Yeah, but it uses the PS90. Your
Correct.
thing uses the PS90, which is a little weirder. So
yes, it's a lot weirder.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, so come on, Walt.
I mean, I'm usually the guy that's looking for the weird guns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, different guns. You know, but
Mm-hmm.
Only so much money I can spend on
Mm-hmm.
on that. I mean,
The price might be a little bit high, you know.
I don't even know. I didn't even look. That's
Razor
why
JB says Diamondback in high quality ? So I know Razor. So actually, Diamondback has gotten better. We've done some stuff on the latest things they've come out with. They've gotten better. They've gotten better. I know that in the past they haven't been that good, and definitely their rifles and things like that are good. I never shot this, and at SHOT Show I didn't realize. Remember, this past SHOT Show was the 5.7. Lots of 5.7 stuff going on, and I didn't get to go see this. So he says get a 22 mag, same thing, cheaper and more available. That's from Razor JB.
I was excited when the Ruger 5.7 came out. I don't have one yet. Just letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
I figured it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be around. It's not going to disappear or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
The Ruger one.
Yeah, the Ruger 5.7.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know. I would prefer to have the regular FN 5.7. To be honest with you, I think that's cooler. But yeah, I see where you're coming from.
I can't spend $1,200 for that. I just can't do it. Sorry.
Maybe someone went out there and bought this and this whole thing, and then they want to get rid of it, and we can get it for a couple $100. If you see one, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm in. FN 5.7 for a couple $100. I'm in.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
How many you want to get?
Yeah.
How many you got for sale? Yeah. I get a mini bike with that too. Come on.
Yeah. Brick says I hear good things about DB's 308s. Yeah, I think that their rifles, the AR stuff, which we've done videos on, you guys can go check out. That's fine. In the past, I had problems with their pistols, and we have done some stuff with the later pistols that they've come out with, and I think it was fine. I don't know. Maybe we had. Did we have issues? I would have to go back and check on the latest ones they came out with, but my recollection tells me that we didn't really have any major issues there. So.
Yeah. Brian Quick was asking if I ever touched the Jadamak SMG. No, I have not. I remember back in the day when those were for sale in Shotgun News, and they were kind of pricey then, and I was like, I didn't have any money back then, so. But no, I have not. Kind of an oddball, but if you can find a semi-auto one at a decent price, I would definitely buy it. But you don't see them very often. They don't pop up very often.
Yeah, Pixamite says integrally suppressed and all-wheel drive, right, Hank? Yes, sir.
And it's not a bullpup, so fuck it.
Oh, 5.7 bullpup.
Now, see, that's Yeah.
Interesting.
But then again, you got PS90 or P90, you know. So
Yeah, you do. That is, you know what? So yeah, the P90 is cool without a doubt. It's cool. I had it, and if I got one again, I would just SBR that. But
5.7. I see it running in an M1 carbine platform. Boom.
really,
Yeah, just simple.
hmm
You know, but
didn't
maybe
CZ make some? No, did CZ make something like that in 5? No, they made something. No, they didn't. No. They have a 22 Magnum.
I can tell you a really cool gun I just ran into last night, and I'll probably buy one tonight. Classic Firearms. I'm not no money for me from Classic Firearms. I just ran across it. They've got these Beretta surplus training rifles from Italy, and it's a 22. I know you like 22s. It can shoot in semi-auto, or you can. That's why I got a 5-round magazine though. Or you can lock the bolt down and shoot one at a time and work like a bolt action. And that was 300 and it's on Classic Firearms website.
Oh,
it's a Beretta. Yeah.
What's it called? The Beretta what?
I forget what the model number is.
Okay. All right.
But
okay.
It's a 22 caliber trainer. I ran across it last night and I was about a half a millisecond away from pushing the go button, but I didn't do it.
So, a couple things here. The range says, Hank, how many shots? Let's see. The range says, how many shots did it take for you to hit the mile target with the 6.5 Creed? Also, was that factory ammo? I'm thinking it was factory ammo. I believe it was factory ammo. I would have to go back and look at that video because I can't remember what I did yesterday, to be honest with you. So I know I put out some kind of video from that, but I'm going to say that I don't think I hit it the first shot, but it was maybe a few shots that I did. And I had a spotter. I had Jason from Lucid Optics spotting me for that. So I know I was the first one of the day to hit that target, but I think it took a couple shots, maybe on the third or something like that, if I could remember. But they'd already gone out there and figured all of that stuff out before we did it. So it's mostly about taking instruction. Sorry.
Yeah, and just and you got to know what the wind's doing out there, and there's all kinds of things.
Yeah, if you saw the thing that I did with the Fort Scott guys, where I went out there and I blew up like 50 pounds? I can't remember that.
Tannerite.
Yeah, of Tannerite, and I did that with their 6.5 Creedmoor, and that was the first shot. I'm just saying. So now. Okay, now, so when I went there, and it's on that video, you'll see that they didn't know if I could shoot anything. So they had some other targets, and they were like, oh, hit this target down there, and I hit it the first time. And then I think they asked me to hit another thing, and I hit that the first time. They're like, okay, so this is where the Tannerite is, and I shot it and hit it. So, I'm just saying. It's not that difficult, though.
Well, if you got a rifle set up for it.
Yeah, if the rifle's set up, like 6.5 Creedmoor is so easy. You got the right rifle set up, and the thing was big down there. It was a big target. If you got the right scope on there and all that kind of stuff, and you just take it easy. It's like you're breathing and all that. It's not. It's fun though. I enjoy shooting long distance. So, James Miller says. He says, I watched it, part of the video, when you had Lucid on last night. It was 2 shots. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So, 6.5 is awesome, man. I'm a fan. Do you have anything in 6.5, Walt? Or are you planning on?
No, I mean, a bolt gun. Remember that one we shot with
Are you talking with Liberty? With Dave?
Liberty, yeah. With Dave, yeah. That was fun.
Wasn't that my bolt action? I think so. That was my Ruger. Wasn't that something
American or something? Ruger American in 6.5.
Yeah, and then Babyface put that into the chassis. Remember? So now I can't remember if it was in the chassis at that time, or it's in the chassis now. No, we shot a couple different 6.5s actually.
Yeah, I think he brought a 6.5 out.
Yeah,
there.
he brought one.
Dave brought.
And I think I had like a couple different ones. Yeah. 6.5's cool, man. We got to get you a 6.5, Walt.
And the recoil was really minimal.
Yeah. So and we'll go shooting.
Bad.
We need to do some. By the way, speaking of, someone was talking about the all-wheel drive. You know, I actually went into my, I went into the R8 today to take a look at the filters. Here, let me see if I can throw it up for the people. I'll show you guys a
Are you doing maintenance?
Well, I want to change the intake filters.
Oh, air filter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know let's see. This is probably a better way. So here's the V10 engine right there, and then I took the cover off. And then these are the air filters in there. So it's got the factory ones. I want to get the K&N.
Oh, the regular and the engine's air filters.
Yeah, the engine's air filters.
I thought you were talking about the interior.
Yeah,
air conditioning.
I don't know if I could go back here and I could show you guys. It's like in a box. So you see, there's this carbon fiber box over it, and then this. What is this thing right here? This big, bulgy, circly thing with the oil thing on it. I don't know what that is.
Oil.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm planning on changing the air filters on that to a K&N air filter. What do you think about that?
That probably wouldn't hurt anything. It's a little more performance, a little better breathing.
Yeah. I'm hoping it'll sound better. I don't know how many horsepower I'll get out of it. Hopefully it'll sound better.
Well, yeah, I don't know how that'll work. But.
So you know what's funny? So you remember that I had a RS5. You and I, we drove our cars up and we got them tuned.
Yes.
Yours is still tuned, I'm sure.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I took out my tuning box, which now I could sell or put in another vehicle.
Right.
So if someone actually has a car with turbos on it or a supercharger or something, I could probably make a good deal with you. So anyway, I go back to my dealership, Walter.
Yes.
Okay. Because one of the things I wanted to get before, I was thinking about getting, I wanted to get a 911 Turbo S. So I've been thinking, oh man, should I get that? But this R8 came up, it was a good deal. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the R8, right? Yep. Then, so I go back to my dealership because I traded in that RS5. There's a guy who had a 911 Turbo S. He traded that for the RS5 that I had back there. So I go to the dealership, and lo and behold, there is a 911 Turbo S sitting in the dealership that the guy traded. I'm going to throw a picture of it up here on the screen so you guys can see. That is a beautiful car. Look at that car. So beautiful.
I'm sure it is.
Now you could tell that. Now I know like 911s all look the same. This is like a 2014. This is how you tell right there that air intake in the back. The 911s are not mid-engine; they're rear engine. But that's how you tell that that's a Turbo S there. It's a pretty good looking car. Very nice, very nice. Here I'm showing you guys the back right now. Very nice, sexy car. So guess what, Walter? I took it for a test drive.
Oh God.
This is not going to be what you think. What you're thinking.
You're gonna cause your wife to have a.
Actually, Lola likes the Porsches. She likes that. She thinks those look. She thinks those are cute. So anyway, I took it for a test drive, and I actually came to realize, because the 911 Turbo S and the Audi R8, mine is a 2015. That's a 2014. They're kind of right in the same category. So I took the 911 Turbo S out for a test drive. It was cool, but I think I like the R8 better. So I'm just.
What are they asking for that car?
For the 911, the Porsche, I think they want like 114,000, which is not bad. That's like, I think when that came out it was like 180,000. Somewhere between 160 and 180,000 car back in 2014. So. Obviously, it doesn't have any kind of warranty on it or anything like that, being from 2014. But it's awesome. The 911, the Turbo S, has rear wheel steering. It's got turbos and all that kind of stuff on it. But I found that, I personally believe, and it's all wheel drive and everything. It's all of that good stuff. But I like the R8 better. So I'm here to report to you that I still have an R8.
All right, you're safe then. You're good.
So I'm trying to tell you, yeah. Still have the R8, but I did take it for a test drive because, for some reason that dealership lets me test drive whatever I want.
Well, because they know. Take him for a
We'll
ride.
get this
he'll buy
guy.
it. He got you hooked.
No, it's nice. Did you see the pictures of it? It was a good-looking car.
Sure it is. I'm sure it is. I like 911. No,
You like a? Did you ever have a Porsche before?
No.
Okay, is that on your list of cars, or like that's not over a Ferrari? I'm sure.
Well, I can. No, it's not. That 114,000 would not be on my list.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. All Thumb says Hank has money to burn. Must be nice. No. No, I make way less money than all your favorite YouTubers out there. I just like cars, so I like cars and guns and things like that. I spend whatever money I have on those things. So that's it. This is why I don't have money. That's how that goes. I love cars, man. Cars to me, cars and guns. I think I've been into. Here, this is what I've been into, Walter, my whole life. Cars, guns, watches, tech. But mostly the ladies.
And that can ruin everything.
Yes, yeah. But, I'm a married guy, so I've been married for like 21 years. So
I like that horse I saw today, actually.
You don't tell me you're planning on buying a horse.
No, I'm not planning. But it was just, that's the kind of horse if I was going to get one.
Yeah, those
like
are cool
draft
horses.
Horse.
Yeah.
The draft horse is kind of like a bulldog.
Yeah, it looks nice and it's
thick and
studly.
Yeah. I mean, this female, these are female horses too.
Yeah.
It was just the nicest critter too. So.
Yeah. So let's see here. That was a cool horse. We should get together and buy a Ferrari together. Get one of those like old. You need to do that auction thing so we can get like an auction Ferrari and rebuild it.
Well, yeah, if I get a dealer's license, I mean definitely. Planets are still coming to go.
Yeah.
They have to align a little bit more.
Yeah. That'll be cool, man. Have you ever looked at those videos of those guys who buy like they buy the smashed up cars and then they fix it up?
Well, I that's how I used to get cars, buy total and fix it,
Yeah. But, Lola says hell no to me doing that because I don't know anything about cars.
First thing you have to have some place to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, you have to have the time to do it. And right now I got too many other things going on.
Yeah.
But I did buy another $50 generator that works.
Yeah. How many of those do I have at this point? Because I've been calling dibs on a lot of generators, but I don't see any generators showing up. So when you're coming to bring that meat up here, then bring those generators.
This one here, I was on Facebook Marketplace again, $50, and I'm like,
man.
And it said, it wasn't running. So from the picture, it looked like.
But are you, some of these generators, man, you got to fix them on camera. We have to actually make a video out of this. You can't just be fixing the generators and we didn't make a video out of it.
I have some video from the Honda. I haven't finished yet. I'm waiting on a carburetor to show up.
Okay. All right.
And then on the newest one for $50, I ordered another $15 carburetor because that's the main thing. It was just dirty. Mm-hmm. And that'll run after that. It puts electricity out, so.
Yeah. John Voorhees says, Hank, you're married. You can't look at other ladies. I'm single, and I check out the ladies.
I can look all day long.
Yeah, these are my eyes. My eyes are free.
I can't touch, but I can look all day long.
Right. That's right. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with looking.
No.
Same thing with cars. Most cars I look at, I don't buy. I haven't bought a Koenigsegg yet. You know what I'm saying? I
haven't bought a Ferrari yet either, right?
Yeah, I know. I just get what I could actually get my hands on. If they're crazy enough to give me a loan or something like that, hey, I'm all in. But listen, I'm pretty happy with my wife. I think I got pretty. If I never met Lola, I would not be married because, there you go. And she's a saint for being married to me. Let's admit it. I understand that. She's a saintly woman for being married to me. It can't be easy, to be married to someone as crazy as I am. But, there you go. So, there must be some benefits. There's got to be something about me she likes. Maybe it's the crazy.
It's better than being married to somebody who's boring as fuck. Okay?
Yeah. No, Lola's fun. Lola's fun. Yeah.
Or a leftist. Leftist is fun.
Yeah, Y&H says just don't get caught looking, too. This is This is why we have Instagram, people. Okay, this is why there's Instagram. So, by the way, shout out to Scorched Earth. He says he's in bed watching on the phone. I don't know if I'm liking that. No.
I don't know if I know.
Yeah. I don't like that idea of Rod Mills.
Unless he got the COVID-19.
No. Hopefully Rod's fine.
He looked all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Listen, the things, you know what? Here's something I believe about life, Walter. You could tell me if you agree with this or not. Life is too short to put off tomorrow. Like, a lot of people out there say, oh, I'm going to do this, once I save up all the money and I pay off all my bills and, and then when I retire, then I'll do this.
When the kids leave.
Yeah, no, I don't believe in that.
Okay, now, you can do that to a point, but don't keep making excuses once it's time. Well, I don't know, it's like, okay, yeah, if you can't afford it and you're going to break yourself, you're going to go broke, don't go on a year-long cruise or anything like that. But you gotta live a little bit.
Live your life, because you never know when it's over. And I'm not saying to be reckless. Like we're both, you and I, we've been married for a long time. I've known Lola for like 24 years, and we've been married for 21 years. And my kids are grown ass. I have a 20-year-old and a 19-year-old, both in college. So, I think I deserve some kind. Now, I've always had cars, by the way. I've always had cars, and I've always had nice cars. I probably go through cars a little rapidly. I think,
Well.
And it's the same thing. Like, I'm into guns and stuff like that. I've dropped some serious money on guns.
I have on occasion.
Yeah.
But I consider those to be investments. So.
These are all investments.
I can always, if I need to pay the rent or go do something, I can always sell some guns. So.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So you could sell cars too.
Oh yeah, I got trucks.
Yeah.
I can sell my trucks.
Yeah. I have my Suzuki Samurai, but I'm not selling that. That's awesome.
Oh no. That's your bug out vehicle.
Yeah, right there, man. That Samurai is so much fun.
Nobody'd ever mess with you when you're riding down the road in Samurai.
It's got the engine of a potato. It's like, I think you have to have extremes too, right? Like, I think, but by the way, Samurais are so much fun. I think everyone should have these things. They're so much more fun than a golf cart.
I would, if I could, well, I'm not going to say it. I mean, I got enough things going on.
Do you want to start a Suzuki Samurai club?
I don't want to start no club. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like you get one, I got one. We'll all get Samurais.
I've been Samurais.
Yeah.
Been Samurais lately?
We'll all paint our Samurais the same color. We'll get matching outfits.
That's scary. That's scary shit.
We'll be the Samurai Squad. No, Walter, no. I've got the name for it, man. We'll be the Ronin. We'll be the Ronin. Get it? Ronin? Do you know what that means? Ronin. That's samurais without a master. That's what a Ronin is.
A Ronin is? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Ronin's a samurai without a master. That's what we will do.
Oh, did you see? I'm just looking on the Instagram, on the Facebooks here. Mm-hmm. You see where that lovely Governor Whitmer or whatever her name is, calls gun ban long overdue after armed protests at Michigan Capitol over lockdowns. Now, that's a good subject. Mm-hmm. We'll talk about it a little bit here.
Okay. Let me give a quick shout out, and then we will talk about it. Kentucky Guns and Radio gave us $5. He says, finally got my suppressor. Out of ATF jail today. A rugged Micro 30. Woohoo! Rugged Micro 30. Very cool.
Go bust some caps.
Rugged makes some good stuff. I haven't had. Who is it someone I know has a bunch of rugged suppressors, right? Someone I know. I've shot them for sure. So, okay, we're talking about the Michigan crazy governor chick.
What? Okay. You can carry in public, right? It's illegal where you're at per se. But is it always the best idea to do like what they did?
To do what the guys in Michigan did, going into the state house with guns?
Yeah.
I don't think it's always a good idea, but I think in that case it was a good idea. I think the governors and other people in in the other politicians in Michigan need to be reminded that this country belongs to the people, not the politicians. And they can't just willy-nilly pass laws over us. That's called tyranny. So I think sometimes, yes, people need to be reminded of what has to happen in tyranny. They didn't do anything wrong. No one got arrested. They didn't get into anything with the cops. It's legal to do that. Now they might go out there and make that illegal. I don't think they should make that illegal. But I don't think there's anything wrong with the people reminding them that this is America and it belongs to the people. So that's my take on it.
Okay. Sometimes it's probably it's not a bad idea. Other times it might just put fuel to the opposition's fire.
For sure. But I think in this case of what this governor is doing, they need to be reminded that this, like I mean, I hate to, to circle back around to that, but I think that these politicians are forgetting who really runs America. We run America, not them. And ultimately there's a line that they're across. And that's their responsibility. If they get to a point where Americans or the people of Michigan feel that this is tyranny, the people of Virginia feel like, hey, this is just pure tyranny and we're not having it anymore, they need to be reminded, like, hey, that's not how this works here in America. I get it. There's some people that, do things that maybe scares people in the supermarket or whatever, right?
Yeah,
and,
there's a place.
That,
There's a place for everything, and that's sometimes not the place for it.
Yeah.
And besides, you're standing. I always thought this. You're standing in line being Mr. Open Carry at your local before we had social distancing, and it happened. Or somebody just comes up and grabs your gun right out of your holster. Boom. Next thing you know, they're rocking and rolling. So
I would prefer the people to not have any idea of what I have. I think I've said this before. Real bad boys move in silence and violence.
Walk softly, carry
10 crack
stick.
commandments.
Walk softly, carry a big stick.
Yes, that too.
You don't have to go around. That's kind of like bragging or putting the bumper stickers all over your truck saying, guarded by Smith & Wesson.
Yeah.
Guarded by,
But sometimes we need to remind people of things.
Yeah.
Listen, some people get ignorant or belligerent. I think in this case she's just belligerent, and they think that they can really get away with things. And a warning, which I don't think is a threat. I don't take what those guys did as a threat. I don't believe they threatened her. And you know what, Walter? I actually saw there's a news article, there's a couple of them, of some of the black lawmakers in Michigan who were escorted in after that by black civilians with guns, right?
Okay.
Because for whatever reason, I'm not really sure why they felt threatened, because I don't think those dudes were threatening anyone. But there were black guys who volunteered to protect, some of these black lawmakers. I think there was one woman in particular, and they escorted her and made her feel safer. So that was a symbol, right? That's symbolism saying, hey, we got guns too. We'll take care of you. Hey, do you feel better? Now you can go in here and nothing. And what I'm trying to say to you, that's symbolism versus threatening people. And they need to remember that this is America, and there's a reason why we have the Second Amendment here. It's for these cases when the government or people in the government decide that they are kings and queens over us.
Yeah.
So... But at the same time, do we need to do some other things that maybe just scare people unnecessarily or whatever? No, I don't think so. But, I mean, look at these people in Canada getting scared because of a stormtrooper. How many times have you know what? Here's something you've done that I've never done.
Can I put on my stormtrooper outfit? Okay. Finally, can I put it back on?
Do you have a stormtrooper outfit?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. But I know you go to Comic-Con, right? Or at least
I've been.
Yeah, you've been. I know that Spencer goes.
Yeah.
When you go there, you see dudes dressed up and they have laser blasters and all that.
They got all kinds of stuff.
Does it scare you?
Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I mean, and you don't know. They could be real. You don't know.
Well, they go through security. They're not supposed to be. But still, nevertheless, no, it doesn't scare me.
Yeah, look, we go to SHOT Show, there's lots of guns around, we don't get scared. Now, those guys had, they didn't have the firing pins pulled out, and they had, they probably had those magazines loaded and all of that, but I just think sometimes we need to remind people, like, whose government it is. So,
Right.
That's my thing about that. And I know they're going to probably try to put these laws in effect after that. You know, but you don't think they were trying to do that anyway?
Oh yeah, they want to, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think they were trying to do it. And ultimately, look, man, people in Michigan either want freedom or not. So if the people don't go vote and get rid of that chick, then they deserve whatever they get after that.
100%. I agree with you. Yeah. All these places where they've done this draconian measures, you know, like, you know, if you don't like it, when it comes time to vote, throw their ass out.
Yeah, don't vote for them.
Throw their ass out. You know, make them have to get maybe have to get them a job on CNN or something. I don't know. Just get them out.
And you know, this is gonna sound bad, but maybe we need more Republican governors around America. Now, some of these Republican governors are terrible.
Right, but chances are, just maybe it won't be as bad.
Yeah, they're not all good, and I have complained about like the ones here in Florida.
I know.
You know, I'm fine with DeSantis. I'm okay with DeSantis. He's not done too many bad things to get on my. You know, I think he listened to Trump a little bit too much, and you know he should have opened a little sooner. But look, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not mad at him. I didn't like what's his name.
Rick Scott.
Rick Scott.
I didn't mind him until he did his last, you know, gun stuff and then hauled ass.
Yeah.
But,
so he better behave himself really, really good. In the Senate.
I did immensely enjoy the fact that he won versus the Democrat, the old guy. Fuck, he'd been there forever.
He was an astronaut, right?
Yeah, he's an astronaut, all right. Yeah, he rode in the space shuttle.
Oh, he rode in the space shuttle. Okay.
Yeah, he's no freaking astronaut. Yeah, I took great pleasure in seeing his ass thrown out.
Right. But,
so
okay. Yeah, I get it.
And I'd take great pleasure in seeing a lot of their asses thrown out. They've been there too long.
By the way, I didn't vote for Rick Scott or the other guy. So I think I wrote in someone. I can't remember who it was. Or there was a. Wasn't there? Was there a third? No, I don't know if there was a third, but I didn't vote for either one of them. So
yeah,
you know. But yeah,
I vote for Tarzan. I vote for Ron Ely.
Yeah. Next time I'm voting for you. If we get
James
enough people,
Bond.
Yeah. If we get enough people to vote for you, we could get you in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poe Izzy says, off the subject, word of warning to those thinking of buying a bidet. If you don't position your booty correctly, get ready for a blast of cold water on your jewels.
Yeah, the ball day is what you'll have. You won't have a boo day, you'll have a ball day.
Do you get a training video with the bidet? I hope so. So why did you get a bidet? Is this because of the toilet paper apocalypse? Now everyone's getting bidets?
All right, I got to bring this question up again. Nobody can answer it.
Oh, boy.
You're spraying a shot of water up your backside.
Right.
You got to dry it off. You still need...
blow dryers in the... Maybe you need
toilet paper.
Or maybe you can get a blow dryer in the bidet, so you get the whoosh, and then you get the
I think
the heat. Yeah.
You get one of those super blow dryers and blow you right off the seat, man.
Yeah.
It's those ones you hit. Whoop, right
James Miller says next Florida governor's race right in the Hank. Do you have to be born here to be governor of Florida?
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the rules are.
Yeah. If I become governor of Florida, we're taking over other states. It's happening. It's gonna happen. We're just gonna.
Well, make sure if you take over states, they got lots of cattle.
Yeah, we're not doing what those Spec Ops guys did in Venezuela.
The Spec Ops. That wasn't Spec Ops.
Yeah.
Look. If you're gonna invade, if Trump was gonna invade Venezuela, first there'd be a freaking airstrike like you ain't never seen in your life. So.
You gotta drop bombs.
You gotta blow the.
I don't think we want Venezuela, man. Even though there's oil, I don't think we really want Venezuela. No.
That's a losing proposition.
Yeah, it's too much trouble. Double B says YouTube must pay good. How many 100K cars do you own? YouTube doesn't pay shit, and so there you go. And how many? I have one. That's that. But I also live in. I also own my own house and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. And I don't live in a mansion.
Thanks to Barack Hussein Obama.
Yeah.
I pay for my house.
Instead
too.
of living in a instead of living in a mansion, I live in a mobile home. So there you go. There's ways you can do. There's ways
That's
you can
manufactured housing.
manufactured housing. Yeah, there's ways you could do things in life, people. When you grow up, you'll probably learn that you can do lots of things in life. So, for example, like me, I don't believe. Lots of people think the value, like their wealth, is in their homes. I don't really believe that.
Well,
like your wealth is in your business. Like you have a nice house, right? And it's cool to have a nice house, and I believe you own your house and everything.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, but you know where your wealth is in your business and the stuff that you create, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, if you're somebody who creates for example, a lot of intellectual property, whether it's trademarks or patents or stuff like that, or songs that are, that's valuable stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, my house is valuable too, but
yeah,
yeah. That's so long as the economy's good. My house is valuable. I mean,
yeah.
I happen to live in a neighborhood that's very desirable, or an area that's very desirable for people, and they're willing to pay more money than maybe they should. But
yeah, I could tell you so. Yeah, I believe in intellectual property. That's why I'm doing this. I'm not at the stage where this intellectual property makes a lot of money. So, for example, the first How It's Made video that I did with Sam Andrews is over 1 million views, right?
Right.
Yeah. And that's like 5 years old.
Is it still monetized?
Yes, it's still monetized. And over the 5 years, and that video getting to 1 million views, maybe in the whole time it made $4,000.
That's a long time for
yeah.
$4,000.
Yes. I could have gone and worked as a security guard somewhere in 5 years still made $100,000 or more in that time.
I can do a gun show that I didn't do this year because of COVID-19 and make that in a morning.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so, or maybe half a morning, depending on what's selling. So.
Yeah. And my whole so for example, Hank Strange, the whole channel has I think we're over 16 million views, but that's the video that's done the best. So the rest of them have all done terribly compared to that. Yeah. That video, I think the next biggest video is about 500,000.
Peggy texted me to tell me, yes, Hank can hold any office but president.
There you go. Do you want to take over Florida? Do you want to do that? You could be my lieutenant governor. I'll put you in charge of our invading armies. We'll call it the Horde. We'll call it the Hordes of War.
Hordes of War.
We'll just go around acquiring stuff, Walt. That's how we do it,
It's like from Star Trek. You have to there's one group of people that have the like laws of getting stuff. I forget what it's called.
Oh, you're talking about the Ferengi? Is that the
Ferengi? Yeah. I mean, I don't got ears like a Ferengi, but I got.
Yeah, they have like the big, super wrinkled.
They're lobes. Yeah.
The Ferengis were cool though. They were capitalists.
Yeah, they're just.
Yeah.
But the rules of acquisition. Mm-hmm. That's what it's called.
Rules of acquisition. Yeah. I think so. This is one of the things that I think about money. Just if anyone cares about this, in living your life, you could do whatever you want to do with money. There's people who what's important to them is having like a really nice house. They have a really nice house, and cars don't mean anything to them. Or some people, houses don't mean anything. Boats mean. Like I know people who have like little tiny houses, man, or they don't even own a house. Their cars are whatever, but they got a really nice boat. Yeah, I'm sure there's some dudes like that, right? This is what matters.
Or they got a shitty house and they got a big old pickup truck.
Yeah, man. By the way, so where I live in the country, and you could tell me if I'm lying, dudes out there have $100,000 pickup trucks on a regular basis.
Well, you can do that pretty easy nowadays.
Oh, yeah. And when we go to SEMA show, what do you think those trucks we see at SEMA show, what do you think those cost? A lot of those trucks are more expensive than the supercars we see there.
Yeah, there's a lot of money spent on that.
Yeah, man. You've seen some of those trucks. And by the way, I see those trucks where I live, man.
Yeah,
those guys in farm country, they roll seriously with those trucks.
I mean, whatevs.
Yeah. Some of them, I think some of them are sexy.
I think there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance in the force.
Right. Well, it depends on who you are, man. It depends on who you are, you know. Remember when remember Miami Vice? What's his name? Didn't Don Johnson live on a boat?
Yeah.
But he had what was it? He had a Testarossa, right?
He had a Ferrari Daytona.
Wait, that was a Daytona?
That was a Daytona.
Okay. Huh. What color was that thing?
I think it was wasn't it kind of a whitish color?
Okay, I gotta look this up now. I gotta look up and see
You'll find out.
What car did Don Johnson drive in? I thought there was a Testarossa in Miami Vice.
I think it was a Daytona.
Yeah.
Convertible. Daytona convertible.
Maybe that's what he had in the first season. Who knows? If someone knows, tell me before I find it. Let's see here. We're gonna look up what car Miami Vice. Both. So in this thing, I see both. The Ferrari Daytona Spider, you're right. But in the picture here, they also had some kind of Testarossa. See, there's all these pictures where they had this Testarossa. Let me see. I'll throw it up here. So they did have. Maybe this was just for the for show or something like that. But it says Ferrari Daytona Spider. That's the answer to that.
There's the opening or whatever they show where he's like driving. It's kind of almost like a sunset kind of picture almost, and he's driving along in the.
Yeah. Okay, so Brick says no. He had the Daytona in the early season until it blew up. Then the Testarossa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is a Testarossa. Yeah. There it is. Anyways, maybe that was Tubbs' car. Who knows, man?
Yeah. Let's see.
What Tubbs drive?
Okay.
What did brother drive?
A Cadillac Coupe de Ville.
Oh man, don't be so stereotypical.
Yeah, come on, man. You gotta do better than that. Seriously?
A coupe, man.
A Coupe de Ville. Really? Okay. I guess that's There's no way. I mean, listen. I get it. Those are pimp mobiles or whatever. I had some uncles that had those pimp mobiles, but I don't know. Miami, he could have done better than that in Miami. Poor Tubbs.
Everybody's coming back saying Daytona was blown up in the show.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I did watch it. We did watch Miami Vice back in the day.
Yeah.
That was one of those shows.
That was a good show.
And we watched the A-Team too, by the way, too.
A-Team also a good show.
A-Team was just fun to watch. It wasn't like serious shit.
Yeah. They had a lot of fun. It was like a nice mixed cast. Who was your favorite A-Team? Who was your favorite person on A-Team?
Oh.
I already know what mine is, and no, it's not what you're thinking.
No.
Everyone right now, tell us who was your favorite person on A-Team. Armament and Axis says he's binge watching Miami Vice, almost done with season 1. I was 18 when that show came out, and I loved it. But tell us right now, who was your favorite person on the crew, the A-Team crew? Who was your dude that you were like, this is the guy that I...
You couldn't even do the A-Team now. You know why?
Because it's racist or something?
They had the crazy fucker guy, the crazy guy.
That's Mad Dog Murdoch, I think, right? That was my dude.
You would have been making fun of the mentally ill person, and that's
that was my favorite character.
Oh, I like him too because he's just kind of nutty.
He was my favorite person. I liked him.
I have to look at the cast again.
I like.
Was there a girl in the A-Team?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. No.
So I'm going to pull up Wikipedia and we'll show the characters here. So here's the characters. Let's see, before I actually look at it, let's see if I can name them. So the good-looking dude was Face, right? So this good-looking guy, that was Face. Wait, hold on. Was the boss Murdoch? I don't know.
No.
We'll see. No, Hannibal. And then Murdoch was the crazy guy, and then you had Mr. T.
B.A. Baracus.
B.A. Baracus. There you go. So let's see. It says... main cast of the A-Team: Dwight Schultz, B.A. Baracus, Mr. T, Hannibal, Smith, George Papard, and Templeton, Faceman Peck, Dirk Benedict.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So
I think I'd be the crazy guy.
I like the crazy guy. That's who. Mr. T was cool.
Yeah.
And
he was the guy scared to fly. That's so funny. The big tough guy is scared to fly.
Yeah. That was just a fun show. I liked all of them. Seriously, I liked all of them. But, so Big Dre 357 says there was a girl named Amy.
Yeah, apparently there was...
Yeah. Poe Izzy says Dwight Schultz, astounding actor. astounding actor. That's Murdoch.
Okay.
BA was the mechanic and the muscle. That was a good. It was a good overall show, man. All Thumb says, "How much did Mr. T's chains weigh?"
That's
Dude,
I don't know.
yeah, he had strong neck muscles. After that, that's a lot of gold, man. That's okay. That had to be. I don't know about '80s prices, but that's probably 100,000 plus in gold in gold around your neck or whatever, you know. I mean, but and you know what's funny, Walter? Today I see rappers have like over $100,000. You know, grills.
Just one chain.
No,
one
no.
big old-
Have you ever seen like the grills, like their teeth?
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
diamonds and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Man.
100 grand in the mouth?
Or more. Or more.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can't roll like that. Oh, Michael Avon says Amy was the reporter. Okay, I think I remember. Someone says pity the fool. Okay, there you go. See, we've burned out. We burned out. Walter, another 2 hours of burning out people's brains. Congratulations.
Speaking of A-Team, my M14 folding stock is on the way.
It's finally.
They called me. I got the call the other day.
After 2 years.
No, it wasn't 2 years.
Yeah.
Just the last shot.
Yeah, Babyface. I know Babyface already had his video, threw it up, all that kind of stuff.
I know.
But yeah, you getting yours? Okay, and then so you're gonna do you got a whole build out and everything you're gonna do?
Well, I mean, I have an M14. Oh, you know, mine will be really cool. You know why? Because my Mini 14 was an NRA commemorative thing. It's got a stock with a little NRA logo on it. Mm-hmm. That thing is going away, far away.
Oh, you're gonna get rid of that? Okay. So
I'm selling that stock. Boom.
Okay, so then can we make this full auto, or what's the deal with this?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't
No.
know.
Oh. Okay.
No.
No.
I don't know.
No.
No, I don't know.
No. You don't want to make it full auto. Okay, fine.
No. It's too much work.
Yeah. Everyone says, I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, there you go. A plan, not a plane. He said when a plane comes together. It's a plan, not a plane.
Yeah, a plan. I love it when, yeah. 18 was awesome, man. I love that show. 18 was a good, fun show. So by the way, I know we're past 9:00 here. Magnum PI, also awesome.
Yep. I watched that too.
Awesome show. I was binge watching that recently, and it still stands up today.
Oh.
Magnum. Oh my gosh.
I watched a couple of Peggy watched a couple of new ones. It was silly.
Oh no, I can't watch that crap. No.
They had some car chase that was just freaking silly.
No, the old ones were awesome, man. Magnum did play Tom Selleck. All the guys in that were great.
Yeah.
You know, they had great guest stars on there. You know, it's cool to look at those and like, oh wow, look at this guy was on here. This guy was on. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, and no time. Yeah, it was believable. Kind of, you know.
Mm-hmm. It was fun. You wanted to be that dude wearing little short shorts in Hawaii, just kicking.
Well, he was a SEAL. He was supposed to be like a SEAL, so that's what SEAls wear. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was. I think that was a great show. It still stands up today. So there you go. All right, listen, we got to wrap it up. I think we've definitely burned enough brain cells in America, so you guys can enjoy that burnout. You know, should wash out through the weekend.
We went every direction almost possible to mankind.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about all kinds of things. We gave you some financial advice. Don't listen to us.
You're fired. But first, pay off your house.
Yeah, don't listen to us when you take any financial. Mine is paid off too, by the way. So, I'm just saying. All right. Anyway, listen. Let's tell the folks out there how exactly
Higgins is a chick. That's what Chris Bullis said. You got to end that calling Higgins a chick. Come on, Higgins wasn't a chick.
What? He was great. Higgins was awesome in Magnum PI. But by the way, he was American. He's not
that actor.
Yeah, that he passed though. He's not alive still. But he was great. He was a very funny actor, man. That wouldn't have been the same without Higgins.
Oh yeah.
You know, even the dogs, the Doberman Pinschers, those dudes were badass. Remember?
Oh.
Higgins had 2 Doberman Pinschers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was an awesome show.
Robin Masters. That's the guy that owned the
Masters.
place.
Yeah.
Robin Masters.
He was in a couple of the things. They actually had a Robin Masters in a couple of the shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know. So there you go. All right. Listen, Walter.
All right.
Tell the folks out there how they can follow you, get more of your shenanigans. You know, keep up
more
with you.
shenanigans for the dollar.
Yeah.
You can follow, and it's cheap too. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Safety Harbor Farms. That's one way. You can go to safetyharborfarms.com if you're looking for stuff that Safety Harbor Farms sells, or steadparts.com if you're looking for parts and pieces for your subgun stuff. There's some stuff on I said Instagram already, didn't I? Yeah. YouTube. There's Safety Harbor Farms on YouTube. Yeah. There's also a Mower Death on YouTube if you want to look at some Mower Death. I think it's still up there. I haven't checked it out lately.
Right. And when's the next time you're doing? I don't know if you heard about this weird thing that the Egyptians invented called shooting guns. When's it?
You got to remember, we got the COVID-19 going on right now. We'll work on that. Oh, it's going to happen.
You know what they're saying? The new Higgins is a chick. Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. And I was like, no, come on, stop, please. Come on.
You're ruining it.
Chicks are supposed to be the interest.
Yeah, they had lots of awesome, very intelligent women on that show. They had strong female characters in the 80s.
Yeah, you don't need to
all of that.
Flip. You don't need to flip the roles.
Yeah.
It's like Ghostbusters of chicks. No.
Worst thing ever. Worst thing ever.
Yeah. Anyways, back to
right. Yeah. The people can find you.
Yeah, on Facebook and Instagram's the most common place.
Right.
There's some stuff on Gunstreamer, and then there's some stuff over at Mines too. But,
yes. And all the car stuff is going up on Dirtfoot Racing.
Yeah.
On my end,
about Dirtfoot.
You can find all that stuff on Stranger Palooza. That's where we're putting all the car stuff. Especially since there's people who can't handle. I guess if you're a gun guy, you can't have nice things. This is why a lot of gun guys pretend to be broke.
Well, you mean your trailer's got windows in it?
Yeah. Wow. How can you do that?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. I guess I should be like those other gun guys, pretending they don't have any money or anything like that. They're just broke ass.
Let's not go there.
Let's forget about the fact that their gun collection is probably worth a couple $100,000.
Yeah, more than your R8 is.
Anyway, yes. So you can find all the car stuff on Dirtfoot Racing. There's some stuff with Walther on there.
Yeah, man, I've been messing with some generators now, but we got an idea. We're going to take that Honda generator. We might make it into an electric-powered mini bike. Stay tuned.
Okay, I want to see that. We got to make some kind of electric vehicle. I think that would be cool. I'll come over and shoot video.
This will be a vintage Honda generator-powered electric mini bike.
Yeah, I want to see this.
I got ideas already.
Small.
I got ideas.
Yeah, DCG44s wants to know if you went go-kart. We should do go-karts.
I have a go-kart.
Yeah. You do have one? Okay.
That we built about 9-10 years ago, and it's going to come back to life also.
I have some reverse trikes that we can power up. That would be awesome.
It's a possibility, too. Just everything with time. Everything with time.
Yeah. Michael Avon says, "What? You got indoor plumbing?"
No, he just dug a new outhouse. Just
just dig a hole. We just dig a hole out there, and we
yeah.
don't need no toilet paper. We got sand.
Ow.
All right, let's.
Got palm fronds.
Yeah. If you want to follow us and all that kind of stuff, go to hankstrange.com. Sign up for the email list and all that. We are selling some of our patches on there. There you go.
Pick a patch up.
You can get some patches and stuff like that, and support the channel. You can do that. All right, and let me drop the end on here for everyone. We pull out the audio from this, guys, and we put it on iTunes. So if you're in the car, you want to listen, you go to iTunes, you can go to Podbean, all the other places that you get audio, and you can listen to us. We've got over 1,000 hours worth of podcasts up there for your listening pleasures. And I think that's pretty much it. Right, Walter?
Sure.
I think we can get out of here. Everyone be safe. Have a great weekend.
Go outside.
Yes. Put America back to work.
They say you need some vitamin D, so go outside, get 15 minutes of sun, get your vitamin D.
I got your vitamin D right here.
Oh, I got the vitamin D.
I got the vitamin D right here. All right, there you go. Gun nerds, we're out of here. Peace. See ya, people. We're out, right, Walt? Bye.
Shalom.